Well, it's been a while since I've recorded a video, and since then I've come to learn some things, and I've also had an upgrade to my V14 Lite to the new V14.1 Lite, which was supposed to reduce some of the glitches that were coming in V14 Lite. Now, most people that follow full self-driving, have many choices of influencers that they can go to learn about things, and I probably won't stand out very much from those people, but I do want to kind of give my opinion. So you can see here some of the things I didn't mention before is that V14 Lite is now very good about knowing when to stop before a train track rather than on the train track. But as you can see here, it's very conservative about taking unprotected left-hand turn lanes. Like here, it could have easily went because that car had on its blinker, and it didn't go. It's very conservative. I guess, in my opinion, I would rather a car be overly conservative versus overly aggressive. So if you compare it to the previous version, whatever it was, 13 point whatever, that's an improvement, but it's still very unnatural feeling. Another thing that I noticed since the last time I reported was that this vehicle will pull over for emergency vehicles. It's very smart now. It will, if you're coming up to a stop section or an intersection, and it sees that a semi truck is going to turn onto your road, meaning it has to take a wide right turn, which is what semis usually do, the Tesla, this version, will literally stop with a very large gap. It won't go all the way up to the intersection because it knows that that semi needs to make a wide right-hand turn. That's really impressive. Another thing that I noticed recently is that it's very good about seeing animals on the road and stopping for them. It doesn't see them all. There are times where I had to disengage because I knew it was going to hit a turtle, but there were times where it stopped because it saw a squirrel or a dog. So it's much more aware now. The street mode, which I'm on 59 miles, the highest I've had it was about 240 miles when I had to disengage to get around some construction. It kind of got stalled on the construction. There was a truck in the middle of the road and it didn't know what to do. Now, there's a little hack where you can end the trip. And if you end the trip and then you disengage your full self-driving, then you won't lose your miles. But, in the heat of the moment, sometimes you just don't really think about, I got to disengage my navigation before I disengage my full self-driving, and then it just ends up resetting. So I've done it so many times now that I'm almost giving up on trying to get a better streak. It's just not worth the energy. So what's more important to me is this little thing right here is telling me how much percentage of full self-driving I'm using. Now that 47% is a little bit misleading because for a while, I wasn't using it as much because it was kind of crappy. But now I would say that I'm using full self-driving almost 90% of the time. That's how comfortable I feel, and that's how reliable it is. Yeah, so it's really nice in that aspect. Another thing that I notice is that it's a little more forgiving about me looking down at my phone, and making, doing things on my phone. I know that it's not supposed to be safe, but it's a little bit better about that, and it's very stable. But it still has a nag on it, so it's not completely trusting, but I think it's a little bit more comfortable, and probably justifiably so. It's not dangerously reducing the nag. It's reducing it to more of a comfortable level. I think before, the nag was so bad that it actually counterproductive of the full self-driving. Like, it made full self-driving not valuable at all. I mean, what is the purpose of having full self-driving to where you don't have to engage with the steering wheel or the pedals if it requires your eyes on the road 100% of the time? What good is that? You just sit there staring at the road. It doesn't provide any value. I would just rather drive if my eyes have to be on the road 100% of the time. So, as you can see here, I mean, I've been driving very smoothly for several miles, and it's a pretty nice feeling. There are some things about it that it's still having issues with. It will, like I say, it's a little more conservative, a little more sketchy. So it you can feel it pulsing the brakes occasionally, and maybe pulling over to the side of the road, maybe hallucinating and thinking there's an emergency vehicle or something that catches its eye, and it thinks there's something wrong, and it tries to accommodate that. There was another thing that I'm trying to remember what it was, but I don't remember if it was me coming from a parking space or something like that, but it was really impressive in that it stopped. I think it did a U-turn or a 3-point turn or something like that. It had to turn around, and it did that. I've had it do U-turns, so it's come a long ways. It's almost, I would say, 80% of the way to being, having the ability to do full autonomy. It's just that 20% push. Here comes a deer here, and you can see it's stopping for this deer to see. It's stopping and sees that it's safe, and it goes ahead and picks back up to a safe speed. So that was very impressive, and very safe. And it's things like that give me more confidence. But those are the little 20% things, the little details that still make it unsafe to go full autonomy. But it's really getting close. And now I'm at the point to where it's very comfortable to let this thing drive where it wants to drive, and let me, relax and do some of the things that I want to do. So here we're going to pull into the driveway. Sometimes it pulls into my driveway, and sometimes it doesn't. Now, I remember there was another time. I wish it would do this every time. You see this this block on the ground right there. That's a marker for my car backing up. Once I hit that marker, I'm close enough for the charging cable to reach my charge port. And there was I think it was yesterday. It was driving home, and it backed in. It just decided it was going to back in, and it backed all the way up to that block as I had done before, and it was very impressive. It didn't stop. You know, this is a very long driveway. It could have stopped any time before that, but it knew. I'm not sure why it doesn't do that every time, but this time it knew to back all the way up to that block. So I don't know what the algorithm is, but I sure wish it would do that every time. Okay, I will leave it at that, and hopefully we'll get some viewers that enjoy this. Bye-bye.